It's that time again. Here we go. Hello. Okay. So, let's get more attempts on that worm, shall we? Here we go. Ain't no way. Yo, that was actually crazy lucky. And that was a really good adrenaline boost too. A little bit faster. Keep it going. Speed up. Let's get up through here. Now slow down. We've hit our designated slow zone. So here he comes. Good damage. With the adrenaline too. Just get as much of that off as we can. Almost 3k DPS. Amazing first go. Might as well pop a healing potion just so we can get that, like, cooldown going down. That's on me. I forgot to speed up over the black. Yeah, just keep moving. Just keep moving. Yeah, I know we're stopped in the, like, speed up zone, but it'll be fine. And I did put the Phantomic artifact back on over the Spore stack. Because that health regeneration from it is actually pretty valuable. Yeah, where's my Guardian, bro? Where's my summon? I just wait a moment, hold up, and go. Yeah, where's my attacking Guardian? Because my DPS is in the gutter right now. And I'm not getting any of the artifact buffs, so I know he's not attacking. I wanted to believe. Yeah, I wanted to believe. He almost got me with that. What's good? Yeah. Only on our first run of the day. That's actually going quite well. Come on. Yeah, why does my dude randomly stop attacking? Ooh, okay, slow down, slow down, slow down. Never mind. Yo, he's right on top of me. Not gonna lie. Not much really happened today. Alright. Today, woke up late, did nothing outside the usual. Overall, pretty slow. Yo, where the hell is my dude? Yo, my attacker is nowhere to be seen. Yeah, my DPS is not moving at all. He's not getting hit by me. Where is my guy? Because, like, I take off the accessory and put it back on to resummon him, and he's still nowhere to be seen. Like, I need him to get hits so I can get better regeneration, but... yeah, he just left in the middle of the fight. I don't know what to say. Or he took a break. Alright, hold on. Let me go to the end real quick. Just all the way to the end of the track. Because I want to extend this part out a little bit. And see, you just zoom back up. I want to prolong this just a bit. So if I... Finally reacquired your Twitter. Yeah, I did peep that notification. Yo, why am I getting jumped by... What the hell is that? Yo, back up. Like, you did appear in my feed. Cause this is about to look ugly as hell, but... I'll just open this up a bit. Take this part down. Now I should just be able to bring this over here. Yeah, the idea is to just add like a little bit of a time buffer. Oh, damn. Oh, wait. Anyways. I create a time buffer for when I like teleport back. We hammer this. And now when we go back through, it should look something like this. Oh wait, that's not what I wanted. That's why we demo these things first. Teleport through here. Dude. Okay, let's try this again. Do I follow through this time? $100 mil. Yo, I ain't got 100 mil. Yo, where's this Mr. Beast money I was supposed to have? So now if I go through... Yeah, a little bit of a time gap. By adding a little time buffer down there, it should give Mr. Wormman enough time to get off of the teleporter up there, so we can safely return without getting bit. Yo, can these dudes leave me alone? Why are they appearing now? Yo, can you leave? Please? Thank you. Because before, when I teleported from here down to here and then back up to here, the worm had no time. So when I teleported back up to here, he would still be in my face and he would just get a free hit. But now if I have a time buffer, instead of getting on top of this teleporter where I'm about to be, he should curve like down a little bit. And hopefully out the way. If I'm not sorely mistaken. Alright, let me get one of those for the other side too. This big stupid slow worm can't travel 1,000,000,000 miles an hour apparently. I played Resident Evil 7 since you love RE8. What's your thoughts on it? Let's get that honest yellow review. I'm gonna have to dig a bit this way. A great ones. Amazing horror game, but not a good shooter. Alright, so they ain't juggle it too well then. Unfortunate. Guess I ain't got as much space for this one. Think I might do a little something like go up. Can I still fit in there? Yo, this is about to be mad ugly. Yo. And then we do a little something like this. I did not mean to do that one. Okay, that's the right one, I think. Yo, what is this? Get that one gone. There we go. Make that one go down. And then make these into bouncing posts. Alright, now let's go up and try it out. Oh yeah, that's so much longer than the other one. But it works. Can tell we're in RE. They saw each and everything they said and said, yeah, we should fix this. At least they learned. Love to see that. Let's make this quite a bit shorter. Okay, this one's looking a tad shrimpy compared to the other one. Which is low-key a good thing for our purposes. Because we don't want it to be too long. We just want to give them a little bit of time. Let's see the other one. Two chainsaw fights. Slow, clunky, you know. Mid fight. Giant machine gun with the chainsaw too. Okay, that's kind of crazy. And they got the hype moments in Nora. Beautiful. Alright. This should be good enough. I ain't even gonna change my speed. Cosmic Worm. Don't even think about it, just go. Alright, I kinda have to like slow down a little bit. Watch me die on one of those turnarounds because I made it a little bit too slow. Yeah, that'd be kind of crazy. Where's he at? Yo, can you get out of the ground, please? I got so lucky with that. Oh my god, the blood moon is rising. Okay. Come here. See this bullshit, Jimmy? Wait, what? Wait, no. Why does it only do that, like, when... Okay. It only fell off during the boss fight. Okay, bro. few jump scares, and the main antagonist is awesome as well. Give it a 7.5 out of 10 millimeters. Bang! Yeah. Not gonna lie, I don't remember all too much from the RE games. What am I even gonna do after, well, post worm? Why is the teapot a material? What are you making with the teapot? Wait. I fat fingered the grapple button as I was trying to accelerate. Then I got stuck in place. I beg EMF is cheating. No way he had that 3. Spoken like somebody who's gotten multiple 22s. Have you tried having cards up your sleeve? Better yet, just like bring the Millennium Puzzlers on. That should do it. Okay, yeah, I made it too long. Oh, back to the drawing board. On. Kill me! Consider holding the cards in your mouth. Yo, wait. So, if an amputee plays 21, do they just start taking toes or something? Yo, wait, what do they take? I'll start betting my teeth. That's the spirit. You got way more teeth than you do fingers. Well, I mean, that's a low bar now that you already played the game, but still. Bro got the Pinocchio method. This might be meta. See, maybe if you tell a couple lies, your nose will be able to, like, hit the cards out of the other person's hand. Like, do like that. To infinity! Damn, I broke it. Oh. It's beautiful. Yeah, wait. Oh my god, on the map. Yeah, look at the background. Alright, I think we're ready. Just fight him like this. And spawn him in just to leave him behind. Yo, he can't even react to this. Yo, what is he gonna do? He's about to go back up. Oh, wait. Slowing down. Tried to catch me. Yo. Watching his bullets appear for like 1 second just to be basically ignored. Alright, I gotta slow down. See, I can't be zooming that much with these gas prices nowadays. Probably tanked my credit score. My hands were not on my keyboard. See him slowly scroll up. Hold on. Yeah, this entire fight is just this. This is all this fight is. I just gotta keep trying to outspeed him until I win. Alright, come on. I start moving a little bit. Get my 2% damage off. Let's see, after my 88th time of getting the rings beaten out of me, I'm gonna have, like, a crazy ass pull and be like, "'Cause we're Sonic heroes." The plot's gonna save me. Okay, I just need my fall off first. Although, unlike Sonic, like, the fact that I've got Blender automatically means that I'm closer to getting a new model than he is. Because that boy is never getting a new model. Yo, where did his speed boost come from? Yo. My grandkids are gonna be seeing that same old model. I don't know how I didn't get shot. Yo! Why is he getting speed boosts? I'm so deeply confused. Yo, I'm gonna beat this worm just in time for GTA 7. Like, not even 6. We're skipping that one. See? Now, when GTA 6 drops... I'm sorry. Every time I think about GTA 6, I can't help but think about that guy who counted every polygon on Lucia's ass. Like, when the data mine of that game drops, that guy who counted the polygons is gonna be vindicated. Because then he's gonna get an accurate count from the model itself. How am I getting pinged? Yo, I just got a shadow pinged, and this motherfucker is stealing my meme. Carol, Arc Raiders is saving my Discord. I have not heard about that one. There's a line of codes that saves nearly all your chats and login info. That's kind of crazy. Yo, so they're stealing my memes too? See, I can't have shit, honestly. Damn, now I gotta, like, post straight bullshit. I gotta post only the most garbage of memes. Just to keep the good ones safe. And keep half of them locked up like the Krabby Patty secret formula. Which changes absolutely nothing. Where's he at? Okay, he's like right back there. actually gonna wait for bro. Okay. Yo, he tried to hit a fadeaway shot as he was going down. Yo, he's nasty for that. Yo, Daily Loud, DOG joins the Lakers. Not a fan of being shot, but can you get over here already, please? Buddy Chum Pow. Move just the slightest bit faster. I was not going fast enough. That's on me. Bro, he's getting a whole, like, R6 clip comp right now. Not gonna lie. DOG's chud ass, without a doubt, plays Valorant. Okay. He's gotta. He's just that dirty. You know, and he watches the Burp Peanut. Actually, not even Burp Peanut. He watches the Faithful Sheriff. Which, to me, is, like, considerably worse. Honestly, the Faithful Sheriff Loki needs to be deplatformed. Get him gone. Dude yelling at kids online for not sharing his, like, exact religious beliefs. And trying to convince kids to join ICE. The Faithful Sheriff is a ripoff of the Bart and Peanut, who plays like live service games, but tries to push his beliefs on other people. Tries to get super political and shit. I lagged. Damn. Yeah. Like, he literally bragged about, like, convincing a kid that ice was cool. Loser? Yeah, about as much of one as you can get. But his model looks almost identical to the burnt peanuts, except he's got like a cowboy hat and a Bible on his side. That's my stance on religion. Okay, so I think, okay, religion itself is cool. It's a nice thing. It gives people like well, good reasons to live and all that. But religious people are some of the most like obnoxious, pushy people you ever meet. Like, an atheist could never spit on Christianity's image as much as a Christian could. Damn boys are so hateful. Which sucks, because, like, religion itself is great. It's just the people. Me personally, I'm not religious. Like, I'm not gonna denounce the idea of a god, but at the same time, I'm not gonna, like, go out of my way and devote large chunks of my life to, worship and stuff. If he exists, cool. Yeah, like, God could be a thing. Not gonna mock people for believing in him or not believing in him. It just ain't gonna change the course of my life, is all. Where's my worm? There it is. Fix the sins could let this world go to such a terrible hole. Yet. Like, I don't exercise any religion or anything religious based, except maybe some, like, expressions. Because me personally, regardless of whether or not God is real, I'm gonna live my life the same way. You know, the afterlife's an eternity, but I get one of these. Just one of these lives. So I ain't gonna spend a good chunk of my life worshiping. And, like, preparing for the afterlife. Nah. He's supposed to be all-knowing, so he should know. Hey, I appreciate it. Nah, cause me personally, if I were a god, I'd be annoyed if I created a whole lot of people and they spent all their time trying to come back to me instead of living out the lives that I gave them. Cause like, the hell are you doing? See, I feel like a god would be would feel more appreciated if I actually used his gift to a greater potential. Is that another blood moon? Isn't that supposed to be like a 5% chance? Oh my god, bruh. Like, that's my take. I ain't gonna denounce religion. I ain't gonna say it ain't real. But it ain't gonna follow religion. Because regardless of whether or not he was real, I'm using my life for myself and people down here. And I used to know this pretty religious guy. Honestly, he was kind of a dick. But then again, they kind of tend to be, huh? But I remember being called, like, a blasphemer from my stance. Personally, I don't care. You know, it's crazy, because, like, I got two 5% in a row here. But I was grinding for hours before a stream trying to get a 5% chance, and I just couldn't get it. Yeah, on that, like, RPG I was playing. Well, they're really just hating. Come on. Actually, maybe I shouldn't complain about him going too slow, because that's probably where the random speed up from before came from. Bro heard me talking. Alright, Worm, I'm gonna need you to fall over for me, please. Sir, could you please just, like... I don't know. Lay down? Or something? flop on the floor. In the wise words of the SS-13 idle security officer, smack him till he goes sideways. Good damage. That's unfortunate. Yo, that's actually so bad. I wish there was an area buff that let me do more damage. Because, like, we got the campfire and the heart lantern area buffs that give me more health regeneration. And I know there's one that we don't have that gives us a little bit more defense. But I wish there was a damage one. I mean, there's the sharpening station, which increases armor penetration, but only for melee weapons. Herbs, chem fluid, and a whopping 6 bullets. That's all we need. Catch up a little bit. There we go. Okay, it's shooting now. If he got a switch on his face. You know, I find it so funny that... Okay, so... when Power World and Terraria had a crossover, right? Power World's Terraria content came out with like one of the most powerful weapons in the game. Yeah, like the Night Glow in Power World from the Terraria crossover. Honestly, top 5 weapons in the entire game, without a doubt. But then you get to the Terraria side of things, with the stuff they got from Power World. And the stuff Terraria got from Power World is basically negligible. Like, it's not very strong at all. Because instead of a really cool weapon, like you got from the Power Word side of things, in Terraria you got a couple pals, and the most notable one lets you dig 3 blocks at a time instead of 1. Oh, but not very fast. And you have to tell him which direction to go in. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like they could have added something cool from Power Word. Like maybe a capture spear or one of the guns. Yeah. When Power Word got peak from Terraria, while Terraria got mid from Power Word. Top 10 items of all time. I'm saying. Yo, it might be peak. Meanwhile, like everything Power Word got from Terraria, as far as balancing goes, everything is correct except for like the Excalibur. So, one weapon out of the 4 sucks. The other 3 are bangers. And they come with pretty good armor too. Either Terraria devs weren't feeling it like that, or Power Word devs were just gassing it too much. Trying to shoot. Trying to shoot. Okay, now he's doing the shooting thing. Oh. Yo, he actually got me with that. Okay, not again. Let's keep going. He read me. Yo, he read my dash and curved to the left. Okay, so I gotta try and, like, cross him up on some basketball shit. When he tries to read left, I gotta go right. Well, that's annoying, because that means I gotta watch the minimap so I can know which way his head is angled. God damn it. Yeah, he's really whipping that shit. Like, good lord. Let's get back there again. Hopefully we get some better results. Or maybe instead of trying to read him, I could just, like, try to get a parry dash into him. Well, that's kind of risky. Because if I get bait after failing a, like, parry dash, then I'm just screwed. I don't know, man. This worm's going kind of fast. He might be furious. If I had to guess. Every time I take my hand off the keyboard, bro, he just... he knows. He can read me taking my hand off the keyboard to, like, yawn or stretch or something. He might just be him, honestly. It goes under 80 miles an hour, he blows up. So in order to win, I need to make a freeze ray on some, like, Despicable Me shit. And call that boy a minion, because this is about to get gruesome. God, I love one-liners. hit 3k DPS for just a moment. You live to see it. Now, if only we could have 3k DPS for the next, like, 10 minutes. That'd be great. Nah, bro, if you want my hands, you're gonna have to get them back from the big bed. Hey, he's kind of holding on to him for me. Yeah, cause like I borrowed 50 cents from bro so I could get a gumball, right? But it didn't read the terms, so over the course of the next like 2 days it compounded to 1.8 billion. And I ain't getting my hands back until I can pay it off. That's the lower trust. Yeah, bro needs to catch up. Yo, what is that? What kind of move is that? Yo, he just hit me with like a Smash Bros. Edge guard. He knew I had to turn there. So, I'm thinking about him, right? And how much control does bro actually have over his movement? Because sure, we know he can go forwards and left and right and all that. But can he back up? Yo, can the DOG parallel park? good shot. Okay, it's slowly coming. Listen, if my little guardian man could get my DPS into 4 digits, that'd be great. Considering he's got 7-digit health. Are you coming or what? Fine, I'm gonna just speed up then. I find it funny how, like, it looks like we're going super fast because of the teleporters, but when we get onto the actual strip of rail, we're actually not moving that fast ourselves. Like, not even close. Trying to be the main content after the Terraria challenge is over. Terraria 2. Yes. I don't know. Because, like, there is another major content mode that would be a whole lot more interesting with this challenge. Okay, maybe not interesting, but more feasible with this challenge. Yeah. I didn't realize he was shooting. Yeah, I'm so glad that bullet stopped where it did. Yeah. So, the other mod that I'm talking about is called Fargo's Souls mod. Yeah. Remember the mod I was talking about where, like, if you get 30 of a potion, it becomes infinite? Which I consider to be kind of unfair. Yeah, that mod is a part of Fargo's Souls mod. So, while the ultimate goal of this mod is to kill, Witch Lady and big robots at the end of the game, the main goal of Fargo's Souls mod is to collect a whole bunch of, like, quote-unquote souls and enchantments, and create this one mega item called the Soul of Eternity, I think? But yeah, each soul and enchant and fancy compound item like that's a passive effect. All of them are passive effects. That's why I feel like this challenge would be more interesting or feasible with that mod, because we'd just be collecting passive effects throughout the entire game in hopes to create the ultimate passive effect. Yo, I fell off the track. I fat fingered the spacebar and jumped off the track. It's actually tragic. Fargo's Souls mod is a major content mod. Like, if you install it, the entire game is going to be centered around it. And we're already doing a playthrough of the Calamity mod, which is another major content mod. And those two things would be kind of conflicting. Not to mention I get more content if I do them separately anyways. Uh, a slight misconception. Even though Fargo's Souls mod does have more options for us, I don't believe it'll be baby mode. Yeah, because just like Calamity, Fargo's Souls mod also has a, super ultra mega fuck you difficulty. And I plan to play it on that. Uh, yeah, well, quote unquote balance, because, like, some of the bosses be having these. Actually, no. Okay, base mode Souls mod is kind of balanced. But we're going to be playing Eternity mode. You know, the super ultra mega screw you difficulty. So, you know, we're doomed. Like, I'm pretty sure every, like, Eternity mode boss from Fargo's Souls mod has some variant of the Kamehameha. Like, I'm being so for real. Like, the first and last boss added by Fargo's Souls mod in Eternity mode, outrageous final flashy. See, like, as much as I shit on the worm, it doesn't have a giant moving death ray. Yes, I'm being so for real. Like, they went crazy with the maternity mode bosses. Because they just have basically Dragon Ball moves. Oh, wait. Thinking about it. Three of the, like, main token bosses have giant death rays. The rest of them don't, but they do have other crazy gimmicks. It's painful. Yep, that's how it goes. Bro, like, I did play this mod once before without any restrictions a long while ago, and I only remember a couple of bosses. But I remember this one boss fight. I forgot her name. She had an axe, right? She inflates her axe to like a quarter the size of the screen and then swings it at you. Just building sized axe. Yeah, after this attempt, I'm gonna take my dog outside. How did I live that? My health potions and cooldown, I'm cooked. Yeah, collision damage got me. Haunt. Give, well, give me a couple minutes. I gotta go grab my dog. Are we back? That is the wrong button. Yo, that's the longest bot name I've seen yet. This dude's name is Frank Waistcoat KYGT0PV6S. Damn. Forgot like an ancient incantation for a username. Alright, we're back at it. Honestly, I want to see how this goes. Like, see how it goes if I just do it up here. Like I do with the final phase. Why is this actually doing good for damage? Yo, I just like text everybody in the vicinity, honestly, by saying dude's name out loud. I want to see how far I'll get like this. Just like no rails. Just fighting them for real. Yo, we've reached 5k DPS for a moment. So I popped both my boosts at the same time. Yo, those turns are sharp as hell. Yo, you already know his driving is immaculate. Either that or he like curb checks every corner. There's no in between. Fall down. To the left. Back to the right. Back down. Why is he kind of washed? Fall back down. Ooh. I slipped up for just a moment. Are you gonna shoot me? Yeah. Bro, the turns are crazy. I'm back to using the Rolo. Uh, I remember I watched that latest death battle with like Cell and Metal Sonic. And you know how when a character has a feat, but they don't want to directly cover it because it's kind of minor, they just put it in the little like footnote on the side, right? And tell me why one of their footnotes was talking about feats from Sonic Speed Simulator, the Roblox game. And they like deemed that good enough to use because the game is officially endorsed by Sega. But like, is it even canon? Yeah, it is officially endorsed, but like, I'm not sure how credible of a source it is for power scaling. Like, I'm not trying to argue against Metal Sonic winning, because like Metal Sonic stomps regardless. But uh, I was just hoping that Cell would get something off the wall like that too, because that felt kind of left field, if I'm being honest. Yeah, like I don't know why it was necessary information. I mean, like, cool to see they're doing their research, I guess. But like, that feels so odd. Yeah, using Super Mario Run for speed feats. Bro, that'd be crazy. Yeah, like, imagine we were, like, power scaling in Garfield or something, and I use him surviving a certain item in Garfield cart as a durability feat. Like, what? Like, are there not better things that could have been pointed out? Or even just not bring it up at all? Like, I don't get it. Let's slow down a bit so we can catch up. Although, on another note, I find it mad funny how Twitter slander willed uh, Reize versus Bakugo into existence. Like, we know Reize is getting ripped to shreds, but it'll be so incredibly funny just to see the slander that comes out of it. It started with slander, it's gonna end with slander. Although, one thing I'm hoping, like, I'm hoping for that fight when they talk about the power scaling part. I pray that they don't pull out that like super massive all for one or one for all, whatever it's called, punch for the power scaling, because they love bringing that up. And I feel like they're gonna bring it up here, even though I don't think he can just do that. Because like they bring it up every time they talk about Deku. That punch him and Bakugo did together that split that big ass cloud. I think All for One is okay. If I remember correctly, I think All for One's the evil one and One for All is the good one. But to my knowledge, they do similar things. They both collect and release energy at their core. Or like at the core of their power. However, they can also acquire other powers. Just with different methods. One for All gets new powers by being passed down willingly. You know, somebody already has a quirk, and then they get passed down One for All. That person's quirk is added to One for All, and then everybody who gets One for All after that has that power. So it just snowballs powers. And Deku has like 7 or 8 powers or whatever. While All for One, I'm pretty sure All for One, instead of inheriting powers, dude just rips them out of people. Leading to bro having like hundreds, if not thousands, of powers. Yeah, All for One is majorly overpowered. Because dude just has an ungodly amount of superpowers. Meanwhile, One for All has like... One for All, the good one, has a handful of powers. Well, okay, had a handful of powers. Because if I remember correctly, at the end, like, One for All is just gone. dude burnt it out, if I'm understanding it correctly. And so whenever they have to bring in Deku, they just bring in a part of him, well, a version of him from the middle of the story. Which I find to be kind of funny. That's Mick Deku and his quirk profaned patty flipping. You know, makes their burger 50% greasier. Oh yeah, also. So, when a person's power is stored in either all for one or one for all or whatever, like, an echo of who they are is also saved inside that inside whoever has the power's conscience. So say there was like 7 people before Deku who all added their power into like one for all. Deku can speak to the quote unquote ghosts of them, the echoes of them. It's like, you know how when Aang goes into the Avatar state, you can see all the avatars behind him? It's like that, but superpowers. And I'm pretty sure one time, one of those echoes of the person actually, like, if I remember correctly what I was told, one of them echoes of people actually was able to sacrifice themselves to save your boy. In exchange, they lost that guy's power because he sacrificed himself. Yeah, basically, like, imagine Avatar State, but you're the only person, well, one of the only two people in the world that can do that type of bending, and the other person wants you dead for some reason. It's kind of weird. Can we talk about how dumb these characters are? I mean, it's a horror environment. I feel like they're kind of geared to be dumb. It's like, if a horror protagonist wasn't stupid, they probably wouldn't be in the situation well, at all. Because common sense really helps. See, I would say a smart horror protagonist would be cool, but I feel like there's a chance they turn it, well, not them specifically, but I feel like if somebody were to write a smart horror protagonist, they'd probably turn it into some, like, cringe ass, oh, I predicted your next move type shit. So maybe it's for the best we get stupid horror protagonists. Dash. One of the big bads. They shared the sentiment of wanting to destroy Mother Miranda. Yeah, me personally, like, I'd have probably had to hop on that. Yeah, like, If I was in a situation, I was a little late on my dash. If I was in a situation like that, and I was offered a golden ticket like that, me personally, morals are going out the window. I don't care. I don't care if she's low-key selfish. Okay, that ain't my problem. I'm trying to live. First, he's the gritty on the veranda. I'm saying, like, all you gotta do is clutch up final circle, and then you get your elo. So, like, what was so hard about that? I do not understand. Why is the worm tweaking? Hook up on. There we go. Okay. Oh. The check's on. But I don't know, that boy Ethan playing 1D chess. That boy's stupid. Hmm. That's somebody who just don't want to be there. I just ain't feeling the setting at all. Absolutely not fucking with it. Ooh. God, the game like stalled out from him. I thought it crashed. I would have been vaguely annoyed. Man, I remember this other guy. I'm pretty sure I've already talked about him before. But there was this other guy who used to appear in my chat pretty consistently. But he wasn't like you, because you appear regardless. He only appeared when I played Unturned. That's all he wanted to watch. Yeah, I've never seen bro after I stopped playing Unturned. I'm kind of wondering what he's doing now. And if he would reappear if I started playing Unturned again. I'm probably not going to stream Unturned again, but if I did, would he appear? Something I think about every now and then. Yeah. Maybe I could summon him by reinstalling Unturned. But nah. I am playing it because it got dry. It really did. There's only so many things you can do in the game. Even if people keep making new maps with new mechanics, it's still at its core the exact same thing every time. The only way to make recyclable, unturned content is to be one of them server role players, you know? Kinda like how people be role playing in GTA Online. Me personally, I ain't about that. I don't do that stuff. Yeah, I haven't touched roleplay since I was a young lad on a laptop. And even then I didn't like it. This feels weird trying to be somebody I ain't, you know? Let me see if I can find it. Steam! Oh wait, I forgot I did reinstall it at some point. Because I got, like, curious. See if they had any new updates, but no. It's a zombie game. I mean, you can turn off the zombies if you feel like doing a roleplay type thing. But in my opinion, majority of the appeal is in mods. But at 593, I've had my fun in it. I let that shit go. Yeah. In my opinion, as far as like replayability goes, I'd say it's in the same boat as Starbound. The first playthrough or two it's cool. It's a somewhat fun experience. But then after that, it's entirely carried by mods. That being said, I would absolutely recommend Unturned to somebody else. Because it's free. Yeah, it's free, modding it is super easy. You know, just because I got tired of it doesn't mean somebody else is gonna. Wait, is it still free? I'm pretty sure it's free. Star page. Yeah, it's free. Yeah. When I was a kid, and like played the first game, or damn, mixing up my words. When I was a kid and played the game for the first time, I paid for the like $4.99 little gold pack instead of just the free standard edition. Because I thought it'd like do something cool to the game. As it turns out, it did not. It's just cosmetics. That's it. Your guy gets a little like rich person suit and top hat, a couple like golden gun skins, and that's it. Also a little monocle. I was so disappointed. But aside from that distant memory, yeah, I'd recommend it. Well, he appeared underneath me. I was not expecting that one. Honestly caught me off guard. I did not mean to dash. Sit here a bit so I heal better. Okay, he's almost here. Run to the other side. I'm actually gonna teleport up here preemptively. Because I need to regenerate. And it's a little difficult to do that in a minecart. Actually, what am I doing? I have the magic conch shell. Yeah, we're going to the beach. Yeah, have fun flying here, bud. I'm gonna chill here and regenerate. I didn't mean to dash. I didn't mean to dash. But it's fine. We can just keep side switching until I have all my health back. I could low-key cheat even more if I use the Relic of Convergence. Because that would let me heal even faster, but I'm not doing that. Teleporting's already broken enough. Yo, he's so far above the map. He's trying to dive bomb me right now. And just like that, I already lost all my health. I'm just trying to get that final phase, bro. Yo, what are you doing up there? Are you gonna shoot me or what? I'm waiting. That's like the only way you're getting me while I regen. Alright, almost at full health. Alright, now we can teleport back home. Yeah, just the concept of having waypoints in itself is kind of broken. Because what do you mean I can just teleport to either side of the world or the middle? Or even the bottom layer. Preemptively teleporting up here. Just because I don't want to lag the game out too much. I jumped into that. MBL. Yep. You're not getting that. I'm sorry, but you gotta retire that attack, bro. I feel like there are better options. Come on, please heal. Heal faster, please. Listen, I know he's called the Devourer of Gods, right? But it just feels kind of wild to me that, you know, despite being treated like a god himself, his strongest attack is biting you. I feel like a god would have something, you know, a little more than that, right? You know, something a bit more complex or skillful than biting you. And I mean, like, yeah, it's a worm. What do I really expect him to do? But, like, you know, he's already shooting energy blasts at me. I feel like he can improvise something else cool. He hid inside of his own body. He can do that? Nah. He curled up, so I couldn't see his head in the overworld, and I couldn't see his head on the map because it was underneath his body. And he just popped out of the coil and bit me to death. He's using real-life snake strats. Anyways, as I was saying, like, you're a god and your best attack is biting? Really? Like, that's kind of crazy to me. Like, imagine Zeus threatening somebody, and instead of smiting them with lightning, he just pin slapped them. That's what it feels like to me. Like, these strats gotta be forbidden, right? Surely. So, I'm thinking about it, right? I just barely, like, grazed his ass. I'm doing it again. Anyways. So, this guy's armor was created by this guy, the one in the middle. So, if the Devourer Gods tried to fight this guy, would he just get spring locked by his own armor? Devourer Springs. Imagine the Devourer Gods was actually a snake, and he finds the word worm really like offensive. He gets so incredibly mad when somebody calls him a worm. And that'd be funny. I mean, I'm gonna keep calling him a worm, even if they do say he's a snake. Yeah, because in vanilla Terraria, every worm-looking enemy has the same, or has almost the same behavior. And it's universally referred to in the programming as worm AI. Yeah. Just like unicorns in this game have wolf AI. I'm not getting pinged. I do not care. Okay. I did not mean to dash off. Yo, please, game. Just give me this. I don't want to dedicate a whole nother stream to beating this guy. Yeah, because how many times are we at? 43. Damn. Yeah, like, this dude has taken up so much of, like, footage that I've actually considered just grinding him off camera until I win. And just making the winning run a video only thing. But that'd be kinda lame. I wanna get it on stream. Like, I'm fairly certain. Well, actually, I don't even think the actual final boss would take as long as this guy to beat. I'm being so for real. The actual final boss right here. Even though she's got way more health and defense, I feel like should be easier. If I had like on tier, like tier appropriate gear. I don't know why they chose to display her like this. Like, they gave the other guy this really cool display with all his, like, robots and shit. But then they do her like this. Like, these are the same person. These are just two different sprites of the same person. I don't know why they put them side by side like that. Makes her look, like, mad lame, if I'm being honest. But yeah, she herself doesn't look too crazy. Because, like, the vast majority of her fight is, like, special effects and stuff. And summoning other dudes. Okay. A third of it is summoning other dudes. A third of it is fighting you with a ton of special effects. And another third is just both. Like, they couldn't have given her like, giant bloody centipede thing that she summons. Or, like, the two brothers she summons to kick your ass. The giant bloody centipede with, like, 6 human hearts. Yeah. It's kind of funny looking. Or maybe they could have had her, like, giant flaming skull that spits out other flaming skulls. Are the bullet skulls? I just know they're on fire. Oh yeah, another one. Where she summons these four, like, I don't know if it's blood or they're just tinted red, but she summons these four red moons to chase you through the arena while she's shooting at you. Yeah, the community kind of dubbed them the Meatballs of Death, because that's what they kind of look like. But I think they're supposed to be moons. And they're big, they take up like a quarter of the arena. Your only saving grace with them is the fact that they can stack on top of each other. And thus reducing their coverage. So yeah, she's got a very deep bag of attacks. And special effects and shit. If I had tier appropriate stuff, I'd say it would take me less time to beat her than this guy. Not because she's, like, easier or anything like that, but it's because there's more I can do to prepare for her. This guy had to build this giant contraption simply because there isn't much I could do to prepare for him specifically. Because most of the upgrades up to this point are weapons. But for her, I'll have a whole lot more options. Can these motherfuckers stop pinging me? Two different people really just pinged everyone to say goodnight. Like, within 1 minute of each other. Oh my god, bro. Yeah, that everyone pings are pissing me off. Like, I don't get Discord notifications while I've got Streamlabs open, but I can still see the low number in my taskbar just slowly go up as people ping me. And just looking at it bugs me. Yeah, the first two pings were good night pings, and the third ping was asking for a public execution. I'm not joking. Alright, where's this boy at? He's about to shoot. Go! I just ran right back into it. Yo, the bullet dissipated right before it took my head clean off. Oh, you love to see it. And the music's good, but like, after the billionth time of listening to this song, low-key makes you want to rip your scalp out. Yo, get over here already. Has it been 6 streams of this? God damn. Yo, I might actually have to like start doing attempts off camera. Because this is low-key dragon. Can't wait till I get to Which one is it? Him. Yeah, because his theme song actually has vocals. I hit dash. Yo, There's literally marks on my D key. Like, he was coming up so slowly. That was the most predictable dash ever, and I hit it. You know what? Yeah, do I just take this off camera? Take him out back? Oh, not off camera, because I'll still be recording it, but like, off screen. Yo, next time we see this number, it's probably going to be in the triple digits. If I do. Christmas lights to my right. Talking about the little boxes or the blue lights? Or the candles? Yeah, the teleporting noise is annoying as shit. Like, it's the entire reason I had to turn my sound down to 5%. Flashing all the colors of the rainbow next to me. The banners? The banners appear when... Oh. When you kill any given enemy 50 times, a banner for their species teleports in your inventory. You just get it. And when you place a banner for their species down, you get like attack bonuses against that species. So like if you kill 50 green slimes and get a green slime banner, you'll be able to kill green slimes easier within proximity of that banner. Oh, in real life. I don't know how that turned itself on. That would be a headphone rest. It was originally just glowing white, like it is now. I don't know how it changed though. Weird. Eh, whatever. It's fixed now. Well, I'm gonna call it because, you know, my head's gonna explode if I listen to do the same song again. Okay, so next time Terraria appears on stream, I'll either have footage of my winning run against this guy, or this number is going to be in the hundreds. That's what it's gonna be. Big stretch. Okay. But yeah, for now I'm calling this one. I'd like to say that went great, but absolutely nothing really happened. What if Bman was betrayed by devourer gods and locked in the hyperbolic worm chamber for 50 billion seconds? For 500 streams. See, all is for one supercut video. But yeah, this is Bman. No longer doing an internet. I'll see you next time. Have a great night. Yep.